Syracuse University this afternoon remembering its 35 students killed in the terrorist bombing of Pan Am Flight 103 over Lockerbie, Scotland. A rose-laying ceremony honoring those students held at 2:03 today, the exact time of the bombing.
News Channel 9's Jeff Kulikowski looks back at one of the students on Pan Am 103 through the eyes of a Remembrance Scholar with a unique connection to the tragedy.
Stephen Russell Burrell was returning home for Christmas after a semester studying in London. A double major at Syracuse known as a loyal friend, sensitive, considerate, caring, with a wonderful sense of humor and a warm smile. He was also one of the 259 passengers on Pan Am Flight 103. Remembrance Week, now a long tradition at SU, to remember those lives lost.
I don't think I understood how, just big this event is on campus until I really got here.
Katie Burrell is more than just a Remembrance Scholar. She's also the niece of Stephen Burrell.
It was kind of strange growing up and having this relative who should be there, and you kind of have to come to terms with what that means when you're 10, 11 years old.
And while she never met her uncle, Katie says she grew up always knowing who he was.
He was, he's my dad's little brother. My grandma wears a pin of him every single day. We have pictures everywhere. It's like he just was always a presence.
In many ways, just being at SU has brought Katie closer to her Uncle Steve. This display of empty chairs on the SU quad, in the configuration of the seats on Pan Am 103 where the SU students sat, really hits home with her.
Well, when you see them sort of clustered together, I just think of me sitting on a plane with my friends.
Which you did. You went to Madrid about the same age as your uncle.
Exactly. I just think of him sitting there next to his friends, getting ready to come home, and it's really overwhelming to see this display.
But being a Remembrance Scholar, Katie says, is about much more than just a week on campus for the SU community.
More often than not, the people who are living right down the hill also experienced it. And I think it's just as much of a loss for them as it was for the campus.
And why, whatever the reason for being a Remembrance Scholar, the motto remains the same: to look back and act forward. Jeff Kulikowski, News Channel 9.
And rose-laying ceremonies were held at SU's study abroad centers around the world during Remembrance Week.
Pan Am Flight 103 Lockerbie Air Disaster Archives are on exhibition through June of next year, 6th floor galleries at Byrd Library.